How's it going, guys and gals? Jerry Wayne here. Let's go for a ride. Hey everybody, welcome back. So I'm taking a little ride out towards the beach today. I figured since they're shut down, we shouldn't have to deal with too much traffic, I would hope. So while we're headed out that way, I'm going to talk a little bit about what's happening in Florida for my handful of viewers that might not be in Florida. So as of tonight, around 12 o'clock, Florida is going into a lockdown for the whole state for 30 days. 30 days of not being able to do this, unfortunately. It kind of sucks, but we're gonna have to deal with it if we want to try to fight the outbreak of this stupid virus that seems to be skyrocketing right now. Now, I was reading up on, what's allowed, what isn't allowed. Obviously your normal stuff like going to the grocery store, going to the pharmacy, the essential stuff. But there is a section there in there talking about recreation. What? Man, I should have drank coffee before I did this. I am tired. That's a lot of boats. So there was a section in there regarding recreation, i.e. bike riding, fishing, hunting. I think swimming was even listed in there. But, I don't think I can get away with a loophole of motorcycle riding, even though I consider this a recreation. But I'm still out on public roads, and I think that's where they would probably get you, is you're out in technically public, even though I'm by myself, and I got gloves on, I got a full face helmet on. Doesn't, it's not a N95 mask or anything, but it should help a little bit, I would think. Of course, unless, the car in front of me sneezes, then, yeah, I'm probably catching a face full of that on the microscopic level, I'm sure. So unfortunately, this might be the last ride I get to take for an entire month, which is kind of depressing. And to be honest, it's kind of affecting my mood a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I'm tickled to death that I'm out here right now, but that's kind of a bummer to think that I'm just going to be stuck not riding. And I mean, right now the weather is absolutely gorgeous. The temperature dropped like yesterday, and it's probably, I don't know, it's probably 76 or something right now, but it just makes it feel, typically down here when you're in the sun, you're already sweating. But because of this nice cool breeze that's blowing through here, and because the temperature is not in the mid to upper 80s, it just feels totally different and absolutely wonderful. So to think that I have to miss some gorgeous riding weather like this, I'm a little upset. But we're going to make the best of it this afternoon. To be honest with you, I really don't have a whole lot that I can think of to talk about, other than the matter at hand, which is this whole coronavirus situation and the lockdown. So this is Siesta Key. And as you can see, they've closed off everything. Said that's kind of open. I could probably squeeze in there. Nah, I won't do that. I like to abide by the law. Oh, this road is bumpy. Yeesh. Of course, there's still people out and about. They're not on the beach, obviously. Oh, look, there's a cop back. Oh, there's 2 cops. There's 3 cops back there. That's a good thing I didn't decide to be ruthless and reckless and go in there to see what was happening. So I can only imagine that today there's going to be a good amount of people, especially this afternoon, is going to be a good amount of people trying to get out for the last time when they can, you know, legally do it without getting in trouble, I guess is the way to put that. But I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, of course it's not affecting me as much as most people, because I am working, like I said in my last video, and they have, you know, I have a letterhead from the office that says I'm an essential personnel and I can continue working. And because of the field that I'm in, even if I do, you know, get stopped or get asked, they're going to just say, oh yeah, you're good, you know, continue on about your day. But I guess I am going to start to feel the effects of being stuck at the house, because at least all the way up until now I was able to kind of go out, you know, and at least ride this thing without being paranoid about being pulled over or, you know, harassed about what I'm doing or where I'm going. I talked to my newly acquainted friend Corey that actually works at Rossiter's Harley Davidson, and I asked him, I said, do you think that, you know, there's a loophole basically about motorcycling being a recreational activity? And, you know, he was pretty much like, man, I don't really know what the heck is going on, because I didn't ask him, but I think they might just be shutting down the Harley shop, because, you know, I think a week ago they started basically doing like a drive-through, where if you needed something, you know, whether it was parts or accessories or just to talk to a salesman about a bike, it was pretty much appointment only. Yeah, it's pretty dead out here. It's kind of eerie. There's usually a whole ton of foot traffic out here. But they may just be closing up the shop. You know, there was no guidelines that I could find about what was allowed to stay open and what wasn't. Originally, I thought that it was pretty much up to the, you know, owner of the establishment to say whether or not certain people were essential. So it didn't matter what the job was, if that particular employee was essential for daily operations, they could stay open, and it was just those specific people that could work. But now I'm not so sure, because this is pretty much a complete lockdown. I mean, don't leave your home unless you're going to those specific places, i.e., you know, the grocery store or the pharmacy, or, you know, that kind of stuff, getting gas. So I don't know what to think. I may try to be a little bit of a lawbreaker, because I know that I'm just gonna get stir crazy, man. If I'm just stuck in that house, especially on a gorgeous afternoon like today, all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be staring at the bike, just going, man, I want to get out, I want to ride. So I might be a little bit of a lawbreaker and decide to scoot around the neighborhood once or twice during this whole lockdown situation. The way I look at it is, like I said, I'm by myself. You know, I'm definitely distancing myself from people. And you know, man, I don't have anywhere to be. I just want to stretch my legs and go out for a little putt. So we'll see what happens. On home front news, my dog is doing pretty good. His surgery went really well, and it's been a little over a week now since it was done, and he's healing very well, and it doesn't seem to be bothering him that much anymore. He's been taking his medication like he should be, and yeah, I think he's gonna be all right. I know he's gonna be all right. It just, you know, hey, the healing process, I mean, that's something everybody's got to deal with. Doesn't matter what it is. So we're happy that that's all taken care of. And like I said before, I'm going to be, you know, paying for it for probably the next like 3 years, but that's okay. Do anything I can for that dude. He's a good boy. One thing I think everyone will agree with me on that's at least peeped one or two of these videos is I think I need to be a little bit more animated when I do these chit chats. I mean, especially if I don't really have any other type of footage other than just me writing and talking. That's the one thing that I appreciate a lot about Shade Tree Surgeon out of Tampa, and you know, the Ybor area there, is that he's so freaking animated. It's a lot of fun to watch him, you know, even if that's all it is this camera angle. He just, the way he describes stuff, and I mean, he's got an excellent vocabulary. I feel like a dum-dum when I try to put sentences together sometimes. Like, I can talk to a customer about an air conditioner literally for hours and not lose track of what I'm trying to say. But as soon as I hop on this thing and I try to put 3 words together, I'm like, so when I look at somebody like Shade Tree, that guy just, I know he loves books, he loves to read. And I know that helps the vocabulary a ton, because I know when I was in school and, you know, they forced us to read, my vocabulary was definitely better than it is now. Hey, check out this beautiful water here. Look at that. That's downtown Sarasota right there. Beautiful stuff. And that bridge over there, what's pretty cool about it is that it's got color changing lights under it. So at night it's really pretty. Apparently a lot of rich people live over there. Pretty crazy stuff. I love it around here. But yeah, so, you know, I have a blast just like listening to the guy talk, because, you know, he'll change his voice a little bit depending. It's almost like he does characters, but he's not doing characters. I mean, he is himself. But you know, when he says stuff about, you know, like real bikers and stuff, he puts this grunt in his voice that it makes me smile every time, and it's a lot of fun watching that guy. So when I'm just talking, I try to, when I'm just recording these, I'm just thinking, oh, it's just you and me sitting here having a conversation. But if no one's talking back, I can see where that can get a little boring. So what I'm going to try to do is, you know, elevate my mood a little bit. I mean, I'm already having a blast anyways out here doing this. But, you know, the stuff I talk about, I want to be passionate about it. And, you know, I don't want it to be so dull and monotone. And I want you guys to enjoy watching it. So I'm going to try my best to, you know, fluctuate my tone a little bit, or, you know, I mean, I laugh at myself anyways, but, you know, keep it lighthearted and fun, and let's have a good time. So I'm probably going to cut this off now. I just wanted to tell everybody that it's probably going to be a little while before you see another riding video, unless I, you know, try to be sneaky sneaks and go out around the neighborhood for a few minutes and try to capture some footage. But I don't plan on stopping recording. I think what I'm going to try to do is get creative and maybe do some, you know, Shade Tree would call it talking head video, which basically is pointing the camera at myself, which is probably going to feel super cringy and embarrassing, but I'm going to do my best. I mean, I'm already talking to myself right now, so what's the difference, you know? So I'm going to try to, and I'll probably go ahead and do a, you know, the walk around video of the bike, just to kind of show you all the specs and everything that, you know, I've done or want to do. I also think I want to, my buddy Colby just bought a Sportster 883, and he's wanting to do some kind of general maintenance on it, oil change, and I think he's wanting to adjust the cam chain tensioner. So I think we're going to try to tackle that. You know, obviously with the shutdown thing, I think his wife is in the medical field, so she's basically saying, like, I wouldn't do that, you know, but I think after, you know, a week or 2 weeks in, we're probably going to be so bored out of our minds that I'm just going to say, hey, let me sneak over to the house real quick, and or you come over to my place and let's sort this, you know, bike maintenance out. So I'm going to try to, you know, maybe film that if we can get that going, and you know, just do a little bit of hands-on stuff and try to get some good footage. But because I'm new to all this, you know, I'm learning. I'm still working on editing. I'm still working on coming up with a intro. Actually, Logan sent me an intro that he made for himself, because he's going to be starting a vlog soon, and I really like the way that turned out, so I might try to use the same software that he used. And also, my dear sweet brother-in-law Alex just made me a logo, so that's going to be pretty cool. I'll be able to use that, maybe even apply it as a watermark on the bottom of the screen or something. We'll see what I can do. Again, I'm still learning this whole editing process, so I'm not 100% sure how to do most of this stuff. But it's a fun experience, and I'm having a good time doing it, and I hope that you're having a good time watching. If you leave me a comment with some ideas, I would definitely appreciate it. I know I asked in the last video, but I need stuff to talk about, or else I'm just going to ramble about nothing out here. And, you know, as much as I like to hear the sound of my own voice, I would at least like some different topics to speak on. And yeah, but of course, when all this ban is lifted, hopefully I can get out and see some different places, capture some different areas for you guys to see, and, you know, really show you the beauty of Central Florida here. So I'm gonna cut you loose here, guys. I appreciate you watching and following along with me. You guys be safe. You have a good one. See ya.